Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the following hockey contest between Cortland Homework and the Broome County Bulls. Your host school, Broome County Bulls, in collaboration with Section 4 Athletics, support the following.
It's not gonna. It's gonna go downhill real fast. Yeah.
Remember that the athletic event about to commence.
Oh, the internet's up. So.
Are the programs offered by our schools. We should recognize the purpose of the athletics is to promote physical, mental, social, and emotional well-being of individual players and their fans, and that this is a game between high school students, not professionals. We encourage that everyone in attendance display proper ideals of sportsmanship, ethical conduct, and fair play. Section 4 rules include no alcohol beverages, noisemakers, obscene language, and throwing objects. Anyone not abiding by the rules set forth by the section may be subject to immediate ejection.
Here we are, Broom Bulls and Cortland Homer Golden Eagles here from the farm. Broom starts off with possession of the puck. Ends up with Brock Malzak. Malzak swings it around the back. Adams over to Pierce. Golden Eagles send it all the way down. The goalie will cover it up. Owen Morgan will go to a face-off. Bowen on the face-off, gets it over to Joe Pierce, up to Larkin Bianco, gets it out of the zone, tries to make a move at center ice, pushes it forward, puck goes backwards. Dylan Terrell falls down, but seems to be okay. Here comes number 10, Ethan and Nick, shoots, saved by Owen Morgan. Once again, face off in the Bulls' defensive zone. It's wrapped around the perimeter. Ends up on a D-man stick. He takes a shot, goes off another Golden Eagle stick, and Owen Morgan forced to make a tricky save. Cody McGrath comes in, makes the play for the Golden Eagles. But here comes Larkin Bianco the other way as he streaks down center ice, moves to the wing, shoots on the goal. Cole Mead, who has to make a save and cover it up. Finn O'Brien on the face-off. Tristan White joins him out there along with Anthony Mazzio at the forward spot. We'll move it around the backside of the Cortland Homer net, and they come away with possession, streak the other way. Nice job of back-checking there by Finn O'Brien. The shot goes wide of Owen Morgan. Burpee will send it around to his D-mate, Chris Pierce. Use it for Tristan White. Shot gets blocked. This one trickles by Morgan to his left into the boards. Mazzio trying to get it out and does. Chips it ahead. Finn O'Brien with chase on a forecheck. Can't quite catch him. Puck gets sent back the other way on Mead, the goalie for Cortland Homer, and we'll switch up some lines. Nice pass, shot, saved by Owen Morgan on the 2-on-1 for Cortland. Keeps this a 0-0 game. Comes Malzak. He chips it in deep, and then will chase it himself. Cut off there by Piper and Malzak. Just a little bit off on that pass. And Cortland will try to bring it down the other way. No icing called. It's waved off as Alex Burpee takes over. Pierce pushes the center ice. Crosses into the BC offensive zone. Bianco steps onto the ice. Shot goes wide to the goalie's right. Ends up jammed in Adams. Adams spins. Makes a move. Looks. Shoots. Saved by the Cortland goalie. Here we are. Face-off started off in the BC offensive zone. Puck gets pushed back to Brendan Poole in his D zone. Goes cross ice and gets it back at center ice. Tries to make a move. Ends up with Max Terrell, who dumps it in, and Dylan Terrell will chase. Looks like we got a bull and an eagle going down into the boards, but both get up safely and on their way. Get an icing call, so we'll go to the other side for a face-off. It's Finn O'Brien on the face-off, joined by Ryan Shepard, the newest BC Bull, and Anthony Mazzio, number 6, on the line. Shepard crosses center ice, takes a shot on net, knocked away by Mead, the goalie. O'Brien with the shot, gets deflected off a skate, up and over the net. Martin Petrie there with the hustle for Cortland Homer, but he's cut off by the Bloom defender there, Chris Pierce. Shot on net is blocked by Broom, and then flipped up and out of play, and it'll be BC defensive zone. Cortland plays the pass in front, can't control it, and Chris Pierce will come away with it. Push it out of the BC defensive zone, and now Zach circles with it. Pierce to Burpee. Burpee fires a long pass to Adams, but unable to make any type of connecting pass to get a shot on net or the Bulls, so they'll end up back in their own defensive zone again. And no restart. Another long out west pass attempt is blocked by Cortland. They take a shot on that, save, and this rebound shot goes wide. Here comes Adams, breaks it to the right wing spot, loses control of it. Pierce is looking to pick it up for him. They can't keep it in the zone. It's going to go the other way. Icing is waved off. And we'll switch up some lines. Terrell out there for Bloom. Petrie with the puck behind the net, number 21 for Cortland. Puck loose in front, saved by Owen Morgan. Brennan Poole and a puck battle in the corner. Squirts up the perimeter, ends up with a shot in front, but it's knocked up in the air and saved by Morgan. Joe Pierce surveys the ice, flips it high in the air, but it goes out of play. Next, DeVoe in on the face-off for the Bulls. Played back to Owen Morgan, who covered up, and will do it again. Puck goes high into the air where it's caught by Owen Morgan. Kind of a choppy start here in the first period, and we'll do another face-off. Another shot goes high. He was knocked down. Here comes Finn O'Brien along the wing. Plays it behind the boards, and Mazio will go get it. Tries to play in front. Shot loose. Covered up by the goalie. Quite get one to sneak by, though. Ravish. Mazio play behind the net. Puck comes loose out to Burpee. Burpee sends it back in. Everybody comes on sides. But the Bulls unable to make an advance on it. And here comes Cortland back. Tries to take a shot. It's blocked. And the pass gets away from him. No icing though. Must have hit a stick on the way back. Pierce fires it in. Ooh, takes a nice bounce, but the goalie will have to cover it up. Seven minutes left here in the first. Piper on his stick in the slot. Adams passes it across to Malzak. Malzak can't connect. Another shot comes in. Karam's up and out of play. Adams in on the face-off. Malzahn tries to center it, but nobody there. Cortland can't get it out, taken away by Piper and Adams. Adams, Malzahn loose. Piper turns, he can't get a shot out. That's knocked down. A couple nice chances there. But the Cortland Homer goalie able to keep it out of the net. Adams gets to the puck. #21 is Petrie. Out there on the ice for Cortland Homer, trying to make some plays. Adams at center ice. Pass intercepted. Pierce pressures. Chris Pierce comes away with it. Leaves it for Malzahn. Malzahn tries to scoot it in. The goalie will cover it up. We go to another face-off with just a minute left in the first. Joe Pierce shoots, goes wide.
Come on, man.
Max Slow trying to track down the rebound. Can't quite get there, but Terrell's able to pick it up behind the net. Where he meets some company there. Number 47, Brendan Andrews. Able to slow him down. Cortland Homer will try the other side. Brendan Poole and Joe Pierce will have to retreat on this one. There's Joe Pierce will come away with it. Pass goes a little bit long, but they're not going to call icing. It'll be waved off. Cortland Homer will have to play it. Oh, we got a hustle play there, but it looks like we're going to get a penalty out of it for a trip. An inadvertent trip. All right, Boone goes on the penalty kill here. Cortland Homer works it around the perimeter of their offensive zone. Pass, centering pass, saved by Owen Morgan. The goalie makes the save, and the goal comes off the bearings, and they'll have to adjust it. Adams on the face-off on his penalty kill. Up with number 14, Cooper Schwartz, out there helping to handle the puck for Cortland Homer, along with Bodie McGrath, number 12. Number 20, Finn Thomas, out there for Cortland Homer. Thomas with the puck now. Centering pass intercepted by Adams, and he'll flip it up to buy some time. Piper will go on the first attack as a forechecker. They outmaneuver him, and they send it deep into the zone. So Burpee picks it up, but isn't quite able to get it far enough out of the zone, and Cortland Homer will circle around the net, looking to set up another shot here with just about a minute left in this power play. Pass is, almost taken away by Burpee. Cortland able to keep it in. Shot saved by Morgan, big time. Adams trying to put some pressure on now. Cross ice pass, shot blocked by Burpee. 15 seconds left. Another block. Like Pfeiffer got that block, judging by the grimace on his face as he skates over to the bench. And here comes Bianco. Bianco pushes it into the corner. And they'll kill the penalty, and we'll be even strength 5-on-5 hockey. With just under 3 minutes left to go in the first. 0-0. Comes Cortland Homer on the move. Petrie makes a move. Tries to get a backhander off. Doesn't able to get anything on it. Here comes a puck in. Blocked by Terrell. Another shot saved by Morgan. Tristan White out there, along with Shappert and O'Brien. Puck loose along the boards. Shappert picks it up, makes a move on the goalie, shoots, ooh, just wide on the near post. Looks like we're going to get a penalty here.
Hey! O'Brien, we're going to have some real problems now! That's not good. Doesn't even have a hat.
Is that beautiful?
So we had a couple of penalties assessed there to Finn O'Brien on a hit. Looks like he had a 5-minute penalty for a hit from behind on BC. So they'll have to play shorthanded here, 5-minute penalty. Lynn Thomas with the puck here for Cortland Homer. Plays it into the corner. Still working around. Bianco able to chip it out of the zone. Cortland Homer will go back to get it. 36 seconds left in the first period. 3 minutes and 47 seconds left in their power play. Here comes Thomas. Tries to make a move. Can't get it past Pierce. Ends up on Piper's stick. He'll flip it up and out. As we get here near 10 seconds to go in the period. Looks like we're going to go to the break 0-0 with the Bulls on a penalty kill. And we'll see you back here in 15 minutes. Here we go. Bulls start on a penalty kill here. It's a Cortland Homer power play for the next 3 minutes here on a major penalty near the end of the first period on the Bulls. And we'll see if they can kill this penalty here and keep this a 0-0 game. Shot by Cortland, saved by Morgan.
Get it out!
Cortland continues to operate around their offensive zone, moving the puck around the perimeter, trying to set up another shot. Cross ice pass. Shot on net, saved by Morgan. Another shot goes wide for Cortland, and it's going to ricochet all the way back in their own end. Nice move there, wrap around attempt. Nope, he's going to have to look for a pass. Wasn't able to get a shot off. Closing in under 2 minutes to go in this power play. Pfeiffer and Adams out out there at the forward. Cool. And Joe Pierce out. Joe Pierce. Shot scored by Cortland. Number 20. Finn Thomas with the goal for Cortland. Makes it 1-0. Cortland Homer. Cortland takes a 1-0 lead here. 15 minutes to go in this second period. Cortland goalie plays it up along the glass. They got about a little over a minute to try to set up another power play in the DC defensive zone. Now Zach's able to make a steal. Can't much do anything with it. And here comes Cortland the other way. DeVoe makes a nice back check play to slow down the puck movement for Cortland. Pierce comes away with it. Center ice. Tries to go through some defenders. Can't quite get there. Puck gets loose along the boards. As we approach under 30 seconds to go in this penalty kill, goes down 1-0. Hand pass is called, and we'll get a face-off. Off down in the Cortland zone, but Bulls aren't able to keep it in the zone. Joe Pierce fires at the distance of the ice. It's knocked to the side by the Cortland goalie in his own end. Centering pass in front by Mazzio. Shot by Poole. Puck's loose on a couple of rebound shots, but the Cortland goalie will cover it up, and that'll kill the overplay penalty. Stafford on the faceoff. Poole kicks it ahead. Chapper lays it in the corner, number 17. Poole tries to take a shot. It's deflected in the air. It goes into the corner. Joe Pierce fires high and wide. Poole picks up a loose puck. He shoots it high and wide. Got to adjust the angles on our shots here a little bit. Everything seems to be floating high and wide tonight. Poole will go back to get it. Plays it over to Mazzio. Mazzio's got company though, as Cortland Homer player joins him in the corner. Mazzio will try to cut it up ice. And flips it into the DC zone. Centering pass. Puck loose in front, but Bull's able to clear it out. And we're going to have an icing call and switch up some lines. Adams for the face-off, wins it himself, passes up to Piper. Piper center ice over, just offside. Puck skipped a little bit, and they'll go face-off over. Adams wins it back to Burpee. Burpee to Pierce. Piper can't make a move on the defenseman, Cooper Schwartz. Fires cross ice to Pierce. Here comes Adams away with it. Adams to Malzak. Malzak's feet bounces off the wall and ends up on Piper's stick in the corner. Leaves it for Adams. Adams looks. Oh, Piper gets a shot blocked. Nice hustle play by Cortland to keep that one out of the net. Saved by Morgan. DeVoe in on the faceoff in the Bulls' own zone. Bianco play it up along the boards. But Cortland doing a good job of keeping it in their offensive zone here. Terrell able to chip it out. Or Bianco will try to forecheck it away. Puck flipped in the air and out of play. DeVoe on the face-off. Stolen in front, tries to get a shot off. Bulls had a scoring opportunity, but couldn't quite get it in. Let's see if they can put the pressure on and get another one. Long outlet pass. Reaches Finn Thomas. Takes a centering pass. Shot and score for Cortland. Goes up 2-0. Malzak off the face-off. Tries to drive in. Can't. Puck ends up in the corner. Gets it back. Adams shoots. Shot goes wide. Puck comes off the net. We'll make an adjustment and get a face-off. Face off in the zone. Shot on net. Hits a Cortland player, and they'll break out of their own zone. They got a 3-on-2 here, but Morgan makes a save on a long-distance shot. Now Zach along the board. Can't quite get the timing right with Adams. But Piper able to come away with it. Shoots and goes wide. Burpee goes back for it. Gets company by a Cortland forechecker. Pierce comes away. Looking for an outlet. Finds Malzak deep. Malzak gets it across with Adams. Adams back to Malzak. Malzak shoots wide. Pierce pushes it back to Adams. Adams back out to Burpee. Burpee shoots on the ground, kicked around, and sent out the other way by Cortland. Icing. We'll get a face-off. Yeah, go ahead. Puck comes behind the Cortland goal and along the boards. Shepard in there, number 17 for Broom, trying to get possession of the puck. Poole meets the puck at the blue line, keeps it in. Nazio gains control at center ice. Pushes it ahead into the corner and beyond. Puck loose in front. Cortland once again able to swoop in and take it out of harm's way. And they'll push it the other way. It's going to go around and that centering pass goes off the boards. And ends up with Fitz Thomas. Centering pass. Mazio's there. Take it out of the zone and move it up past center ice. He'll send it in deep as it gets stuck behind the Bloom goal. A wraparound attempt by Mazio comes loose. Can't quite get it. Pierce fires. Shot saved by the Cortland goalie. Off sides on Cortland Homer, and we'll get a face-off. Burpee, Bianco, to Terrell. Terrell will send it in. Bianco and DeVoe chase it. Looks like we're going to get a penalty. Work to set up a Bulls power play.
28, I'm still a baby.
Here's to Pfeiffer. Adams. Pfeiffer. Shoots. Score! Power play goal for Brew makes it 2-1.
Good job, Will. Do it again.
How's that? Dumps it in. Piper's there on the other side. Lets it go. And it'll go out of the zone. Where Chris Pierce is aiming to come away with it. Puck's loose in front of the net. Shot saved by Morgan. Burpee trying to get it out. Able to clear the first set of hurdles out. And bring it all the way through into the zone. And into the corner. Centering pass. Down. Offsides on Cortland. Max DeVoe.
Come on, man.
Face off. Saved by Morgan, shot from distance. DeVoe. Face off. Joe Pierce behind his own net. Out to Owen Harrison. Pierce kicks it ahead. There's Joe Pierce leading the pack. Tries to make a pass to Bianco a little bit far, but able to be picked up and moved around into the corner. Puck loose along the boards. Owen Harrison stops it at the blue line, leaves it to Bianco. He'll shoot. Puck gets tipped and goes to the side. Harrison again lines up, shoots it in. Puck loose in front. Can't quite get the rebound in as Bianco. DeVoe circles around the backside. Plays it out to Joe Pierce. Back to DeVoe. Harrison winds up. He shoots. Save.
Keep going. Somebody get the net.
Bianco to the corner on DeVoe. Puck will be cleared out for icing on Cortland, and we'll switch it up.
Yeah.
Chapper on the face-off. Puck loose in front. Chapper turns. Another shot saved by Cortland. Tristan White battles for the puck behind the net. Comes to the blue line. Cortland able to push it out center ice and beyond into their offensive zone. Played there nicely by Chris Pierce. And back it goes. We got long outlet pass. Misses the mark. And will go loose behind the Cortland Homer goal. Pierce catches up to it at the blue line. Makes a move along the boards. Shoots on net. Hits a boot and goes out of play. Shot on net, save, puck's loose, goes into the corner. Adams is there,
Come on, Cam.
finds it in the corner. Burpee keeps it in to Adams.
Come on, Cam.
Some help. Now Zach comes to try to help him keep possession. Adams comes away with it. Moves it to Burpee. Back to Adams. Moves in, shot blocked. A nice look, but a good play by the Cortland defense. Pierce has trouble with it. Shot saved by Morgan. Adams on the face-off in his own end. Comes away with it. Adams, Piper, and Malzak on the move. Adams back to Piper. Piper having trouble controlling it. Can't get a shot off. Ends up back with Pierce. Pierce plays it behind the net to Adams. Adams circling. Back to Pierce at the blue line. Back to Adams. Piper will have to go get this one behind the net. He chips it out to Adams. Adams trying to make a move, pass in front. Can't get a shot off. Ends up back with Burpee. Burpee fires it in to Adams. Adams loses control of it there. And they'll get it out of the zone where Burpee will have to chase it down. Adams tries to get a shot on. It's deflected. Ends up with Malzak. Piper. So I'll take another face-off. Okay, we've got just about a minute to go here in the second period. Bulls find themselves down 2-1. Joe Pierce back to get it. Larkin Bianco. Right ahead. Pierce chips it ahead into the corner. Poole circles in his own end. Morgan places off his paddle into the corner. Puck loose behind the Bulls' net. Comes around under 20 seconds. Cortland fires it across the ice. Bianco is going to chip it out, and we're going to go to the third period. Bulls down 2-1. See you in about 15 minutes. Malzahn breaks out of the face-off. At the beginning of the third period here, the Bulls in need of a comeback. But unable to get a shot off in the first 10 seconds there, but coming out of the gate skating hard. Adams takes a shot on that, goes wide. The shot comes in, that hits Malzahn, and he's trying to shake that one off.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Here comes Adams the other way. Adams leaves it. Pfeiffer shoots off the post. Adams comes away with it again. Bulls out on the move here, looking for that tying goal. Burpee. Pfeiffer sends it into the corner for DeVoe. He'll try to go track it down now along the boards. Burpee plays it up in the air. Ends up on DeVoe's stick. He tries to center it. Goes off some skates, and Cortland Homer will come the other way. Then Thomas moves it in. Shot gets blocked off the boot and goes out of play. Joe Pierce delivers a nice hit in the corner there. Shot on net, blocked, and another save by Morgan. Comes Yanko trying to split the D, can't quite get there. And Cortland Homer will break bust out. Oop, intercepted by DeVoe. DeVoe makes a move, got a look, shoot, save by Cortland goalie. Burpee breaks up the pass. Ends up Cortland trying to make a play. They can't. Bulls are able to create a puck battle. Loose puck in front though. And Pierce comes away with it. Burpee. The White. Petrie tries to make a move, but he's sent to the corner. Puck takes a bounce, and Cortland Homer will have to go back to get it. And Bruce will try to get on it. It's chased by Tristan White of the Bulls. Loose at the blue line, out back to Chris Pierce. Malzahn comes back in the game, shakes off that blocked shot he had. A little bit of a yard sale there. 5-on-5 hockey here. 13 and a half minutes left. Bulls trailing by 1. Long outlet pass to Adams. Gets stuck up in his skates a little bit, but now he's actually able to make the most of it as he speeds towards the corner. Adams behind the net. Out to Berkey. Pass can't connect. Pierce fires it in on goal. Comes loose to the corner. Piper knocks it back around the other side where Adams is. Adams tries to get it in front. Can't quite connect. Back to Berkey. Berkey's shot, but it's deflected up and out of play. Piper off the face-off, shot off the post. Adams. Pierce. Can't quite handle it. Piper chips it behind. Adams there to play it. Adams makes a move. Gets it over to Piper. Piper over a pass. Pierce centering. Oh, off the post again. Piper circles. Centering pass. It's a skate and goes into the corner. And down goes the other way goes Cortland, but they'll call for an icing. Shot on net, saved by Cortland.
Come on, man. Come on.
Irons tries to take a shot, blocked, gets it back, pass to DeVoe. DeVoe lines it up, tries to make a play, can't connect with his teammate. Pierce with a hit, but Cortland able to get it out at least to center ice. And more as they dump it into the BC defensive zone. Bianco chips it ahead. Circles around behind the net, tries to play in front, can't connect with a teammate, gets pushed to the corner. Irons comes up, pinches in, keeps it in the zone. Terrell kicks it ahead, back to Irons. It'll be stalled up along the boards there, where Terrell comes away with it. Irons tries to center it, picked off by Cortland Holmer. Terrell fires it in, goes high, off the goalie's paddle. Centering pass, hits a Cortland stick and goes to the side. Gonna go all the way down the ice for an icing call. found them. Now that goal here with 10.5 minutes left. We're tied up. Bulls found themselves down 2-0. March back to tie it back up here in the third period. Ooh, outlet pass though. We got numbers here with Finn Thomas. He makes a move. Saved by Morgan. Now Zach on the move. Up to Adams. Adams. Slap shot, block, and out of play.
We've lost a lot of bucks tonight out of play.
Adams on the faceoff. Puck's loose. Ends up with Chris Pierce. Now Zach in the corner. Plays it back to Adams. Adams looks. Ooh, intercepted pass by Cortland Homer. Flipped up in the air. Here comes Adams racing. Tries to get it over to his line mate. Can't get it there. Puck's loose though. Now Zach tries to shoot. Goes wide. Pfeiffer collects. Makes a move. Goes back to Pierce. Fires it in. Ends up on Pfeiffer's stick. Another block shot for Cortland Homer. Now Zach on the hustle play. Can't quite get it ahead. Leaves it for Burpee. Burpee to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer makes a move. Another move.
Not gonna be pretty.
And shot is saved. Puck's loose. Behind the Cortland goal. Squirts back out to Joe Pierce. Joe Pierce back. Shappert. Pierce, a long distance shot blocked by Cortland. Puck played back to Morgan. Joe Pierce has a little bit of trouble with the exchange, but no harm done. Tristan White tries to advance it up, gets it into the zone, shoots on the goalie, makes the save, and we'll have a face-off. Eight minutes to go in this third period, 2-2 game. Burpee sends it cross ice. Now Zach. Adams tries to handle it back to Pfeiffer on the rebound. Can't get it to him. It's in the corner. Here comes Adams. He'll circle. Leaves it for Burpee. Burpee for Pfeiffer. Back to Adams at the point. Adams makes a move in. Gets it knocked away. Back to Burpee. Burpee cross ice pass intercepted. But able to keep it in the zone is Adams. Oh, outlet pass. Burpee's going to have to hustle back and does. Now Zach's back there too. No harm done on that chipped out pass. Puck takes a funny bounce. Burpee there to get it though. Murphy goes cross ice. Pierce tips it in. Piper will chase. And puck's going to go the distance and be called an icing. DeVoe on that face-off. Nice little move there by Petrie. He's going to go with Thomas, but it ends up in the corner plate in front. Shot goes wide. The Bulls will have to get it out of the zone here. Puck loose along the boards. Poole chases after it. Up to Bianco. Chipped out finally nicely by Poole. Cortland Homer collects. Pushes it in. 6 minutes here. 2-2 game. Shot gets knocked around by some skates. Poole turns, loses it. Puck battle in the corner. Bianco pushes it out into the Cortland zone, and there'll be no icing called as we approach 5 minutes left in the third period. Terrell on the forecheck, but Cortland able to clear it out of their zone quickly. Here comes the ball along the boards. Gets broken up there by number 14, Cooper Schwartz. Joe Pierce trying to track this down. It's laid back to Chris Pierce. Piper. Centering pass, chipped up in the air at Malzak's feet. Puck slides just to wide of the Cortland net. Adams, back out, Joe Pierce. Back to Adams. Back to Chris Pierce. He's got an open look. He shoots. Saved by the goalie. Adams on the face-off. Adams on the face-off, but Cortland Homer able to win it and get going the other way. It's Petrie moving in, tries to make a centering pass, can't. Broken up by Berkey and pushed into the corner. 4 minutes left in the game here, 2-2. Piper looking long, finds Malzak. Racing call, brings it down here in the BCN. Chris Pierce able to catch that one in the air.
Let's get one.
Adams pass a little bit too hard for Malzak. It's chipped ahead to Thomas. Pierce is going to have to catch up to him. Does. Able to knock it away. Nice hustle play. Malzak comes back on the back check. Back to Burpee. To Adams. Here comes Broom. Adams able to make a move. Leave it in front. Nobody there. And here comes Thomas back the other way. Centering pass. Broken up by Malzak. Piper. Adams. Adams on the sprint. Piper. Adams under 3 minutes. He shoots on goal. It's knocked to the side. Comes loose. Piper behind the net. In the puck battle here. Puck goes up into the air. And over to Chris Pierce. Oop, pass intercepted there by Petrie. It looks like we're going to get an offsides, and we'll change up some lines here. Trapper on the faceoff back to Owen Harrison. Harrison plays it up. Cortland Homer tries to make a move in. Cut off. Mazio comes back on the back check. And able to kick it ahead. Here's Shapper will try to chase it down in the corner. Icing is waved off in this case. White comes into the corner, following up. Trying to regain possession of the room. White. Shot on goal by Shapper. Rebound goes off the side of the net. Shapper makes a steal. Pass to Mazio. Back in front. Puck loose. Oh, scramble in front. And the puck squirts out to the side. No goal. We're going to get an icing. Switch it up for the final minute, 30 seconds in the third period. Adams pressures off the face-off. Bull's trying to keep it in the zone here for his final minute 30. Now Zach behind the net, in front. Puck loose, still. Moves into the corner. And Adams once again able to make a nice play. Adams makes a move. Adams, now Zach scores! takes a late lead here on Malzak goal here with just over a minute left to play, 3-2. Now they'll try to hang on. Playing 5-on-5 right now. Piper cleared out for an icing call. So Cortland will hold the goalie here, goes 6-on-5 for the final 50 seconds.
Go Wolves!
Face off, shot, blocked, ends up behind the net. Kicked into the corner. Adams is there. He'll try to tie it up with Burton. Can't quite gain possession of it as it moves towards the Wolves' goal. And around the other side, 30 seconds left. Pierce will try to fire it out. Can't. But Burton tries to. Malzak gets a stick on it. Played into the corner. 20 seconds left. Puck loose in front. Piper, Adams off his shin guard and didn't quite get there. Got 11 seconds left. Pierce fires at the length of the ice, and it will be an icing call with 6 seconds left. Adams on the faceoff. 6 seconds left. Played out to the Cortland. Shot goes off the skate and into the corner. And the time will expire and the Bulls will come back in. See you on Saturday night.